Membership means more with American Express Business Gold. Earn 4 times membership rewards points in your top 2 eligible spending categories every month, including eligible U.S. advertising purchases and select media, and U.S. purchases at restaurants, including takeout and delivery. What are you waiting for? Get the card that flexes with your spending every month. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
No one goes to Hank's for his spreadsheets. They go for a darn good pizza. Lately, though, the shop's been quiet, so Hank decides to bring back the $1 slice. He asks Copilot in Microsoft Excel to look at his sales and costs and help him see if he can afford it. Copilot shows Hank where the money's going and which little extras make the dollar slice work. Now Hank has a line out the door. Hank makes the pizza, Copilot handles the spreadsheets. Learn more at m365copilot.com/work.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
This spring, Uber Eats has you covered. Whether you're celebrating mom, dad, or your favorite grad, not all of us are great planners, and with the Uber Eats gift hub, you don't have to be. Send flowers, perfume, champagne, or just their favorite meal straight to their door. Gifts arrive in as little as 25 minutes, and you can add a personalized video message for that additional so-not-last-minute touch. So this spring, get a leg up on gift giving with Uber Eats. Last-minute gifts that land every time. Must be 21 or older to purchase alcohol. Product availability varies per region. See app for details.
Amazon presents Jeff versus Taco Truck Salsa. Whether it's Verde, Roja, or the orange one. For Jeff, trying any salsa is like playing Russian roulette with a flamethrower. Luckily, Jeff saved with Amazon and stocked up on antacids, ginger tea, and milk. Habanero? More like habanero, yes. Save the everyday with Amazon.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man.
Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Eric O'Cree, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast, talking about those and serving up that delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid. Drink it in, everybody.
Drink it in, man.
Side of cornbread.
Cornbread!
Gotta make it a double.
Cornbread!
And I gotta have a double-sided cornbread because the one and only, my co-host, at Chops in the D, is back, ready to talk ball. What do we got? We got schedule release, thoughts, takes, opinions, jersey numbers, depth charts, rookies, maybe previewing some big segments. We got a lot to do, so I can't do this one solo. Choppy Chop, you're there. You say you're ready. Let's do this. What's going on, buddy?
Ogre, I feel like you gave the people a little extra special, an extra long D there with the intro. So nice job, little hiccup.
All right.
Let me
Appreciate
pick up the
that.
golf clap there for you. That was nice. That was nice. And hey, of course, Ogre, where else would you rather be on the week that the schedule gets released? We figure out who we're playing in Germany. There may have been some teasers that are rolling out here. We got a lot to talk about with this schedule. We got to talk about a Choppy and Oak road trip that we're going to have to plan here as soon as this thing drops. Let's go.
Lots to do. You got me fired up. We got even more than I thought to talk about. I mean, the first thing on my mind, Chops, is this whole NFL schedule release. We can't mess around. We got to talk about it. It's happening Thursday. The people will probably be hearing this on a Wednesday morning, first thing when they wake up. You know that's what the people do, and you know this is why we do the show.
And the people consist of the millions.
Millions and millions out there listening. So it's like everybody wants to see when. We already know who the Lions are playing. When are they playing? Where? What time? All that good stuff's going to drop on Thursday. But we did get a little bit of a teaser, Chops, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this. Our Detroit Lions heading to Buffalo to christen their new billion-dollar stadium. And that's not all, folks. It's a Thursday night Amazon Prime primetime game. Week 2. Time to go play spoiler. Chops, how you feeling about that doozy that got released and confirmed yesterday on the Twitterverse?
Oakrey, what a way for the Buffalo Bills to christen the new stadium. What that game could be a nice little preview of the Super Bowl at SoFi later in the year because, man, Buffalo's ready to break in their new stadium. Lions are ready to come in and play a little spoiler alert. And, just a little tidbit for the people. If you know, you know. Chops has had some hell of a great road trips to Buffalo. Maybe a couple establishments I'm not allowed to go to anymore. We can't get into the details of that. But you know who will be? The Lions will be invading Buffalo week 2.
Chops, you teased something there. You said you're not going to talk about it, but to me it sounds like a breaking news. Something happened in Buffalo that we need to know about. I mean, I just stole your gimmick, but I mean, we need to break this on the show. I think this needs to happen. There's a story there somewhere.
Oh, there's a story there. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to tell that story. It involves a lot of liquid
Chicken
courage,
wings?
a lot of establishments, possibly a Buffalo Sabres versus Red Wings game, and maybe a couple of our old friends from the old Olympia Entertainment, maybe Pins and Gorning. Would little shout out to some flashback guys that did a little road trip to go look at some schools for the smart one of the three of us. Definitely wasn't me, and we had a nice little stop in Buffalo.
Oh, nice. Were there Buffalo wings involved at all? And is that overhyped, or is that a good wing spot over there in the Buffalo area?
Funny you should ask. The original, I believe it's called the original Anchor Bar, where the Buffalo Wing made its first debut. We made a stop. We met some friends. We may have met them up at a different place later on in the night after the game, and that's where things got a little fuzzy for your boy Chops.
Oh man, incredible! And what's with Buffalo guy wearing a chicken wing hat? I mean, we gotta have a buffalo wing doused in BBQ or red sauce on your head. I don't know that that's a good look for anybody. And they like to jump through tables. They're gonna be all excited. Oh, look at our fancy new stadium! You can't feel the wind, everybody. It's tremendous. Like, you know, Dan Campbell's going to want to go in there and slap them right in the mouth and take this dub. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dan freaking Campbell is going to go in there. He doesn't give a rip.
You've had enough of that.
He's had enough of it, Chops. He doesn't want to hear it. He's just ready to go in there and just take care of business.
I don't give a crap.
He doesn't give a crap, Chops. All right.
All right.
Dan freaking Campbell's been known to eat some kneecaps, bite a kneecap off. I wonder if he'll bite into a little Buffalo Wild Wing while he's up in New York there. Let's see if Dan freaking Campbell gets in on the Buffalo Wild Wing there.
So, like, part of me thinks great fan base, never won, sort of like us. They came in second, 4 or 5 years in a row, whatever it was. They're always saying, this is our year. And then they come up short, and now they got the stadium. They think they got a good football team. Like, I'm not saying this is going to be a easy dub But I'm saying, like, this is going to be a fun football game, and, like, how much more fun if they're all amped up. We just come in there. What is this game? September 17th, people. Kicking off at 8:15 under the lights of the new stadium. That one's going to be very fun. And you mentioned Germany, Chops. You got any of your sources, any of your people telling you who we're going to play over there? Because I've heard I've heard a few other rumor innuendo about the New York Little Men, or what are they, Giants over there, the G-Men, like getting all this hype about all these people. They got to do like some of their swaggy players like Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors. But like, who do you think we're going to play, and how many yards is St. Brown going to go for? Because I think Amon Ra is going to have like 220 and 2 tugs at least.
Oh, you mean your boy St. Breezy going back home to Germany?
Yes.
Or is that ARSB? Is that who we're talking about? Or are we talking a little bit about Amon Ra? That, like for Stash in the ATL? I'm telling you right now, Amon Ra is going to go off at home. It's going to be ridiculous. I might even be willing to say he's going for 120 and 3. Count them, 1, 2, 3 tugs. And as far as our opponent goes, I was thinking about this. So this is technically a home game, right? Like we sacrifice a home game for this. So
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. So I think. What would be better than, that patriotic love for, in the U.S., in Germany for the U.S.? What if we went and played the Patriots in Germany? That might be the play.
Chaps, you know who I think we should play? You want to know over in Germany?
Yeah, great. Tell the people, who should we play?
What's your name?
It doesn't matter who we play. Like, to me, this is a dubski. I hope we almost get a popcorn team, a team that we can just drop a 50 burger on and just have a fun old time. Because back in the day, you go over to London, you'd have Jim Caldwell lose by 3 touchdowns, or I think we won a couple games at the buzzer and all this crazy, fired people on the flight back home, stuff like that. Like, how about we just go to Germany and they give us, like, I don't know, the New Orleans Aints, and we just beat them 50-10. That would be more fun to me.
Well, you could have a little rivalry there with, little AG. He's going to be ain't great and might get left over in Germany overseas when the team flies home without him. And a little revenge game there that doesn't happen the way they hope it does, where Dan freaking Campbell puts AG into the dirt, the German dirt.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You know those friends who support your preference for podcasts over music on road trips? That's the energy State Farm brings to insurance. With over 19,000 local agents, they help you find the coverage that fits your needs, so you can spend less time worrying about insurance and more time enjoying the ride. Download the State Farm app or go online at statefarm.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This episode is brought to you by Ferrero. Soccer's biggest stage is approaching, and Ferrero is making it easy to go all in. Pick any 2 Ferrero brands from Kinder Bueno to Ferrero Rocher, and you could win the $1 million grand prize, plus an exciting range of daily and weekly prizes. Don't miss your shot. Official rules apply. Learn more at goallinandwin.com.
Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, oh yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
You may think you know McDonald's drinks, but you don't know them like this. From fruity refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry-flavored Sprite topped with cold foam. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all-new drinks are here. Try them all, now at McDonald's. Refreshers contain caffeine.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel, maybe? or a white chocolate mocha. Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
And I think I saw the Saints are already going to a London or a Euro game or wherever they're playing Mexico. Now I don't even know where all these games are, but so like, yeah, I'm just scanning over like, okay, could be we'd obviously whoop the Jets. Who else we got? Could we just get a
Giants,
can of corn like
Titans.
the Titans? Something like that would work, but they'll probably make that a decent opponent, but I don't think it's going to matter. Like you say, we're going to take care of business there. As far as the rest of the games go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think that they would take away one of our like divisional opponent games, take it out of Ford Field and move it over to Germany? Because I feel like that'd be a big miss if they did.
Yeah, I definitely don't want that. I mean, we kind of know the players. Everybody says those count for two. They're very important. If you're going to take a home game away from a team, you probably want to do it against a team that people aren't clamoring to see, or that, you know, if the Lions are the big team over there and where they're playing in Munich or somewhere like that, like you want to give the fans a show. So I'm expecting one of those lower level teams. You know, any of these teams, you're going to have a few people that are going to get people excited overseas. They don't see any games, but for us, like, yeah, don't take away, you know, the cheddar heads, the mozzarella sticks. Make sure that the Vikings come in here. We take care of them. Man, is it just me or the Vikings getting way too much love? I mean, they just act like they're all refueled. They took a bunch of flyers in the draft. They brought some guys in. They got just a dicey quarterback situation. They're already pushing our boy JJ out the door. He had like a handful or half a bad season, and they think Kyler Murray's going to save that team? Psh, please. And then, you know, is it just me, or can we not wait for Benedict to have season 2 where everything just goes wrong? I just feel like he got the most glorious breaks last year, and I'd love to see him win like 2 games this year, maybe 5.
Yeah, that hammer's gonna drop quick. I think the love fest for the shirtless Benedict will be cut short when he, you know, instead of, you know, winning out 8 of those, like, you know, single digit, barely won by a last minute score, when those all flip and go the other way, and he's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 wins, and the bottom drops out, you know, the next thing you know, they're screaming, put your shirt on, you look like a piece of, you know, whatever, getting him out of town, running him out of town, grab the pitchforks, grab that. And, you know, while we're on little rants here, Oakley,
yes,
I gotta say, I saw the Super Bowl favorites, you know, who the best odds brought to you by DraftKings or whatever the heck it was. And it was like the Lions were nowhere to be found. And the top team in the NFC North was the Green Bay Cheddarheads at like plus 1,500. What in the world kind of place are we living in where the NFC North is represented by the Cheddarheads and the Super Bowl favorites? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Does anybody know, like, I can't fathom it. I just can't fathom it. Yes, they made the playoffs yesterday. Whoop-de-doo, Basil. Who cares? They don't even deserve to shine the Lions' shoes. We're going to be so much better than them this year. It's ridiculous. I don't want to hear any of that crap.
I feel like all preseason it's always just some nerd at his computer like trying to figure out how he can be the one guy that picks some rando name that nobody else has. It's like, you know that's not going to happen, right? you know, like, just because you're trying to be that one guy means by the end of the year you're going to be that one guy that picked the Cheddarheads or put them out there as some favorite, and they're going to fall on their face as well. So I feel like the other thing about Benedict that I want to say is, like, not only did he get all the breaks last year, tell me he didn't use up like every gimmick he's got in his back pocket. Like, I don't even know what else he can do this year from all the things he did, said, the way he walked around, the way his quarterback just threw passes up for grabs that fell in people's arms. Like, just the minute all that goes the opposite way is just going to be so glorious to watch. And like you say, the fall is going to be so classic. I mean, I don't feel like they got a ton better. I feel like they think they're just going to do X, Y, and Z. And yeah, anyway, we could talk about that all day. So those are like the only 2 games that are kind of out there. And then, you know, I expect the Lions to open at home because they're going to be on the road to Buffalo week 2. I always look for, you know, when are we outside in bad weather because your quarterback, just saying.
Hey, he put that to bed. I don't want to hear it. He can win in Chicago in the winter.
I mean, is he gonna wear the double gloves? Is he gonna throw any spirals, or does it not matter? Okay.
I will not stand for Jared Goff banter and hate before the season's even started. Oakley, come on now. Let's move it on. Positivity serving Kool-Aid. Jared Goff's gonna throw 40 touchdowns. Let's go.
I just feel like good weather games are good for our squad, but the nice part is I'm starting, since we beefed up the O-line and our defense has some more depth and we can kind of run it against you, throw it against you. I guess we can beat you in any type of weather. There's no doubt about it. But when we're indoors and everything's perfect is when I think we really get cooking, where we score 30, 40 just rolling out of bed most weeks. So that's the one thing I look for. And then you're looking at that bye week, is the NFL going to screw us again and give us the week 4 bye, or give us no bye week after the Germany trip, or hey, because you got Turkey Day and this and that, you're playing 3 or 4 games in 15 days or less. I mean, all that crazy stuff that they pull. I mean, just absolute conspiracy if you ask me. But where's the bye week? Are we indoors? And then do we, are there those nice stretches where you can just whoop teams or not? Are you doing whistling gimmicks because I can't find the drop? Is that where we've lowered ourselves to there?
You're on a rant, buddy. I'm not cutting you off. I'm going to play the drops via the voice box here, the chops box here.
This is like when I'm dropping 8 drops while you're just yakking on, only you're like whistling right. Dixie over there. Yeah, I really can't find the music, but it's here somewhere. The people know about when the NFL starts twisting things around and it only happens to the Lions and all these other teams get the perfect bye in the middle of the season at the end of the year when they're all beat up. But the big thing too is for the Lions to come down the stretch and just have some games they can win, have a nice cushion in the north, get themselves healthy, and then it all comes down. You don't want the Oakley rant again about we go ahead and win 12 plus football games and then have a beat up football team going into week 1, or even if we have the bye and then we slip on a banana peel and our whole season's over. That's not happening this year, bro.
Oh, there was a lot there for me to respond to. I think the key takeaways for me there, Oakley, were you're right. I feel like the Lions were going to get jobbed because even though they should get the bye week there on week 11 because I don't know, we're going to be in Germany and then we're going to be hosting for Thanksgiving dinner. Thanksgiving. Then, we totally deserve to get a week 11 bye. But you're right. It'll probably be we'll stick them at week 5, the first opportunity we can get. And then we're going to make them triple dip like we did last year where they went Sunday, Thursday, Thursday. Just absolute ridiculousness with this schedule. I don't know, who is responsible for this? Is it Goodell? Is it some geek in the background, some AI generated? Let's make this schedule, but we don't really actually look at it because AI screwed over 16 teams. Let's get this stuff cleaned up here. But it is frustrating to be sure. That's when they bye should absolutely be is week 11. But hey, the other thing we haven't really talked about, Oakley, and going back to the schedule, real big teaser here. We need to find out when the Lions are going to Minnesota, because word on the street, rumor innuendo, putting it out there, your boy at Chops in the D and Oakley from the DKC will be representing Minnesota this year. What do you say to that?
Oh my goodness, Chops, I think there's an invasion happening. I think that the show, the people, the host, the co-host are going to have to get to Minnesota to make sure things go down properly when the Detroit Lions do their thing.
Oh, baby!
That's how excited I am. Only I can do a little bit better than that.
Oh, baby!
I want to see when that game is. If it falls perfectly, we're getting the perfect hotel, we're getting the flights, we're making sure we're bringing the gear, the Kool-Aid packets, double sides of cornbread. It's gonna be something else. And me and you've had a couple road invasions, I don't know, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where those people think they're bad asses, and we just went in their house and ripped the Kool-Aid out of their hand and guzzled it right in front of their girl. And then we went to Atlanta, the ATL, in the midst of COVID, where there was like 8 people in our section and we were down 10, and then Maddie Statty and company win the game at the buzzer. We walk out there like it was easy to, it was one of those, like, if we go to Minnesota and take care of business in that house, I really appreciate their stadium. I'm sure their fans are very nice people, but go in there and just turn that clap upside down and just like drop 40 plus, beat them up on defense. That would be tremendous.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, buddy, because, when we went to Philly, we had to...
AI is moving fast across the enterprise. But without visibility, it's just chaos. Different tools, different models, different teams using AI in completely different ways. ServiceNow turns that chaos into control. With the AI Control Tower, you see all your AI across the business in one place. What it's doing, what it's done, and what it's about to do. So you stay in control. To put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.
Zootopia 2 has come home to Disney Plus.
Let's go!
Get ready for a new case.
We're gonna crack this case and prove we're the greatest partners of all time!
New friends.
You are... Gary the Snake. And your last name? The Snake.
Dream Team. Get new habitats.
Zootopia has a secret reptile population.
You can watch the record-breaking phenomenon at home.
You're clearly working at
Zootopia 2, now available on Disney Plus, rated PG.
This episode is brought to you by Beneful. Mornings are when the grind starts. Stretches, immaculate. Cardio, crushed it. Territory, marked. Sorry, geraniums. The dog routine is on point, but it can get a little wolf. That's why I fuel up with high-protein Beneful freshly prepared meals. I'm eating clean with real meat and veggies, served fresh from the pantry. Kick boring in the bowl with Beneful freshly prepared meals. Visit Purina.com/Beneful to shop now.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Tread lightly a little bit there, because, Philly fans have been known to, murder a couple people here and there from opposing teams and their fans. So, we tread lightly there. And then we went to Atlanta, and it was like you said, man, there was... I think they capped it at 9,000, 10,000 people in the stadium. So there wasn't a whole lot of people to get riled up. We are going to go into Minnesota, and we're going to go into their stadium, and we are going to just go bananas. We're going to represent the Honolulu Blue.
Touchdown, Detroit
We'll have the
Lions!
speakers going. We're going to have the jerseys going. We're going to have the signs. We're going to be hyping. I'm envisioning people just giving dirty looks to the Chops as Oakrey plays his stereo, and I run around going, brother, and just holding up the sign. And it's just going to be great, man. I can't wait.
And if we do go, which we're planning on going, and if the Lions show up, which I'm sure they will, Minnesota has absolutely this.
No chance, so that's what you got.
No chance. So I hope, and we think that's going down. If anybody, the millions and millions out there hear this and are going, let us know. I know a lot of you are making big time road trips, and I just expected a big bounce back year, Chop. So we got to make that happen. We got to get these dubs, get our football team. I saw St. Brown recently. He's more cut. He says he's more motivated, more ready to go. I mean, expecting monster things from him and everybody else on our football team.
I mean, you may or may not have tweeted me earlier and shown a picture of Kendrick Law all jacked and ripped up in a Lions jersey. And what did you call him? Detroit Debo? Let's go. I hope so, man, because that would be absolutely disgusting if we got a player like that who could just be a gadgety everywhere, everything to everyone, long, short, off the middle, crossing, everything else. It'd be, throw into the backfield. That would be a hell of a player if you could throw him in there, and he I don't see him superseding my boy Vanilla Smooth in year one, but I'd love to, again, more weapons for my boy Jared Goff to throw to.
Oh, gotta have the weapons for your quarterback. That's for sure. I don't need to say anything else. Here, you led me to my next topic, which is, if this is a Koolaid cast, and if I'm on the microphone, we need to talk about jersey numbers. The most important tweet that comes out from the Lions admin most off seasons is, who's changing the number, what they changing it to, and does it pass the smell test for me? So let's go ahead and start with the rookies. And there's some ones I like, there's some ones I don't like. My favorite number might be our favorite player, and that's Blake Miller, right tackle from Clemson, number 76. That's a perfect O-lineman number that fits him beautifully. I think he wore 78, I believe it was in college. 76 is a beautiful number for him. The other one I like, Chops, how about ya boy, Keith Abney the second? Got to get that in. Number 28. Playing the inside, playing the outside, smacking people in the mouth, doing what he does. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I like that number combo, but I think what happened here on this one is, your boy hashtag JamoFast. He went through a couple of number changes, and Derek, give me some more. Just went and ripped that number 9 from him, the crispy number 9. I kind of like the edge coming around the other side. We got a 97 coming from the right. We got a 9 coming from the left. We got Michigan Wolverines pounding quarterbacks into the dirt. Let's go.
Well, that was the next number I was going to get to, but here's my question. So he's got the single digit. We like it. This is sort of insert Maddie Statty, Patty Statty rant that there's a new number 9. You know how we did that with J-Mo and then he switched to Uno? I feel like now we need to pump up Derek Moore. Derek, I don't spell my first name correctly, Moore, to rechristen this number to something that we can all be proud of. I know there's some Stafford lovers out there. And, why do you rant about him? He did so many good things. It's like, because he was a chump when we beat him in the playoffs. That's why, with his Carhartt jacket and his uncombed hair and his wife popping off. So you lost me at that point. So that's why.
You yelled at my kids.
My kids, they booed my kids. And I'm sure it was your kids, not you, that they were booing, or your husband, who was the opposing quarterback. They just had no brains. I'm glad there's a new number 9. I might have to make some jersey adjustments to Derek Moore once he starts sacking quarterbacks. But I'm also getting to my issues, Chops. I gave you, those are my likes, those 3. You want to hear some dislikes? How about the guy you just mentioned, Debo, D-E-T, is maybe how I'm going to say it if he gets rolling. Number 88? That's not only a tight end number, that's T.J. Hawkinson. And also, when's the last good? That's chicken wings eating Mike Williams' number. That's not for a little scat back beast like Kendrick Law. So I'm hoping some Jamoke, which I don't have the jersey. Let me see if I can find out here. I'm going to pull it up while we're talking. Oh, yeah. Well, if he makes the roster, unfortunately, he's only in his second year, Dominic Lovett. Let's get him out of 19 and let's get it to Debo, D-E-T. That's what I was hoping for, but it looks like Lovett has that number. There'll probably be some other scrub that gets cut loose that has more of a number in the better 80s, or maybe one of those single digits, or maybe the low teens, but I do not like Kendrick Law in 88. Jimmy Rolder in 4-1? That doesn't sit very well with me either. What about you?
I was trying to look.
You got to pretend like you care about this.
I got to pretend like I give a rat's about this because, let me tell you. I really could care less. I think, anytime I see number 88, I immediately go to Eric Lindros and hockey, but I love the throwback. Chicken Wing Mike. How many times have you told that story? And have we told that story since I've been on the show about how we go to the Lions game and we're like looking around? It's like Mike Williams, healthy scratch. This is like, was it like his rookie year, maybe his second year? And we're sitting up in the state. We look over in the suite next to us and we're like, is that Mike Williams? Is he playing he had his phone turned sideways. He's playing some kind of video game while he eats chicken wings. And we're like, this guy really looks dialed into the game. This is great.
A lot of wings, by the way, people. And yeah, that was like when everyone was hyped for him too. Like, oh man, they'll put Mike out there enough. Where's Big Mike? You know where Big Mike is? Getting bigger up in the suite. And this was like the one time only me and Chops have ever been in a suite for a Lions game. We hang with the people. But yeah, I'll never forget that. He had to drop at least 40 wings while we were there, just to the right of us. And then he wonders why he didn't play or was never good yeah. So there's that. But so yeah, that's a callback that I don't love. But Chops, these jersey numbers matter, man. You can't be number 4-1 at linebacker. We do have big fella in the middle, Hill, whatchamadilla, number 5-0. That's a decent number. It's like they kind of just body type. Like, hey, we lost Roy, or some other big dude who was like 51 or 50, and they just get a new big fella and strap the number on him and call it the same. That's kind of what they do. But here's my rapid fire on the other numbers. You got Bridgewater taking Demo's number 5. You got Pacheco wearing 10, Clark, our linebacker, at 11, McCreary with my favorite number, 2-1. You got our boy Izzian rocking 2-7, which is a good safety-ish number. You got Chuck Clark, who I like a lot as a veteran safety, with the horrible number, 36. I actually like Tufele. You probably remember I kind of have liked him a little bit in our deep fantasy leagues. Big old body, good college player. 57 as a defensive tackle, not so great. Mays, our center, 64. What do we got here? A couple more that are interesting for the people. Tyler Conklin. Juice. Conklin, 83. My boy Juice Scruggs, 7-0. Peyton Turner, outside edge, who's never healthy, number 92. Oh, does that sound familiar? And then DJ Wanham, that's our DJ, number 98. So those are the main ones. I skipped over some of the guys that are probably going to be either at the bowling alley or handing out Gatorade. But to me, you got to have a good number. And, oh, wait, I skipped over these other classics. How about our boy Rakestraw if he ever sees the field? He's going to be number 2, people. Then you got, did you know that Malik Cunningham's on our roster, number 15? How about our boy Dan Jackson? Terrible number for a safety that runs and hits, 17. That's like a wideout number, so maybe we can get that over to Law and, switch up something there. And then, what else I got here? Oh, the one that we're hoping. We got 2. Big Denim, number 95. We got hopes. We don't have too many high hopes, but hopefully he does something. And then what about our boy, the Assassin, number 99 in your program? I'm expecting something from the Assassin. Ahmed Hassanian. Assassin. You know what he is.
Ahmad Hassanan.
Right, that. So that's the number I'm most excited about, because 99 is a badass number for a rusher. He already has the great nickname. The thing he has to do now, since he has those 2 in place, is, I don't know, play football on the field for the team. So we're still waiting on that.
I think it's pronounced Ahmad Hassanayan D9.
This is his game log. I just looked it up. Everybody was so excited and got cut and brought back, and he's working out on the practice squad. Just wait. Still waiting, hoping. He works hard, everybody. He's great in the weight room. Here to tell you.
Hey, I like the move. I like the move to 99, but also like that DJ. That's my DJ for this year. I'm moving to 98 because again, you got that compliment of the 97 on one, 98 on the left, number 9 on the other side, maybe a 99 in the mix. Let's go. I'm ready for some edge play. I'm ready for a lot of sacks. We talked about this for a while, man. I'm ready for this edge. if I feel like Hutch is finally getting some reinforcements. We got some guys that should be able to play, that should be able to get to the quarterback, and actually, the dude, whoever's aside from him, is going to feast. So expect a lot of those 9s to be getting to the quarterback.
Chops, I know you're a big music aficionado, you're a big hip-hop guy, so they do the mashup sometimes where you kind of put 2 random songs together and sort of doesn't really sound good, but you try to like it because it's from like 2 artists you like, kind of like this.
Go DJ, that's my DJ, go DJ, yeah.
Did you hear that? That was Billie Jean with our DJ drop.
Go DJ, that's my DJ.
Okay, you heard it. It didn't really work, but you're hoping for that combo on the field. Maybe a little of this.
Unleash her.
Go DJ, that's my DJ.
Something like that a little bit.
Yep. That's a DJ, not a MJ, I think is what I heard there. You were throwing the Michael Jackson in there. So.
Right, exactly. So I'm hopeful, like I told you a week or two. Like I told you a week or two ago, like you're all about like, we're gonna sack a bunch of people, we're gonna get all these, we're gonna blitz a lot, we're gonna do we're gonna do everything that we don't do. What are you doing?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're waiting for it. The people have been waiting for long enough. We finally addressed the edge position. We use draft capital. We've got some, good free agents in there. I know it's not a Max Crosby or a Trey Hendrickson, but I am very happy with the edges that we've got on this roster now. And hey, it's gonna make the back end is gonna be able to cover a coffee table because the quarterback's gonna be bumbling, stumbling, rumbling, and throwing interceptions.
I think we gotta maybe do a little digging too for a drop for Derek. What is it again, Chops, for the people?
Are you talking about the new age number 9? Derek, give me some more.
That's it. I'm going to find something for that because I think we're going to be having some fun. We already love his selection of universities. We like the player. We got to get a little something for that because there are going to be some sacks and some fun plays coming from that player. Again, he's a guy, too, that I can... He can kind of like come in a little bit slower, but I just think that people are going to love him. He's going to find a great place. And like, I think there is something to him and Hutch just getting along great, that there has to be chemistry between your 2 edge rushers and your D-line in general. So I think we're going to see that. And let's not even get started on AKA Twinkle Toes, AKA Honey Bun, AKA, who I feel like some people have written this guy off. Other people think he's going to come back and be all world. Like, I think he just forgot how good he is as a pocket pushing big man, as well as just a great leader on this team. So I expect Aleem the Dream, Sweet Feet over there to really be that dude.
I'm expecting big things out of Aleem now that he's healthy, man. And again, another one that I think we're counting on, and some people may have just completely forgot about. It's like, I don't know, our first round pick last year, Tyleek Williams. Like, can I get some interior pressure, Tyleek? Can I see you get to the quarterback? Can I see you stop the run? Are you gonna are you gonna be able to outplay and kick Levi Onwuzurike, not AKA, off the field because you are just pushing the interior? We were lining up Big Denim with Tyleek, Aiden, and give me some more.
Because last year, Tyleek, to be honest, you matched the school you went to.
Hey, listen, Ohio State sucks.
Can confirm.
Last year, you were basically this.
Ohio State is vanquished.
But I've seen lots of articles. Tyleek's going to have a monster year. Is it just me, or do the media people just copy and paste that every year? With whoever's going into year 2 is going to be in the best shape of their life. They're going to do this. They're going to do that.
Well, the best part is when they struggled year 1, it's, they're going to bounce back. It's going to be fantastic. But if they had a good rookie year, then it's like, the sophomore slump is real. Don't overlook it. They're going to slow down. It won't continue. It won't be as good. So, yeah, those are the 2 overplayed. If they were good, they're down. If they were down, they're going to be great. Like, yada, yada. Nothing changes with the Detroit media. But you know what does keep us consistent in serving up that Kool-Aid, that delicious Honolulu blue flavor Kool-Aid? Do you know what that is, Derek? Do you know?
What's that, Chop? I'm curious.
That's the hashtag Detroit Koolaid Cast, the DK See, drink it in, man.
Drink it in, man.
There it is. Delicious.
Chubby
I don't think,
Chop.
did you serve me cornbread yet, Oakley? Did we get any cornbread in here?
I mean, I gave at least a double off at the top of the show, but you probably need 2 more loaves, huh?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Cornbread,
Traps is hungry.
There you go. The people love that cornbread. I'm fired up about her schedule, the numbers. I heard recently the rookies have reported, the vets are there, they're out on the field doing at least something. I saw some photos somewhere, so we're getting closer. What was the tweet the other day? 100 some days to either training camp, or I think we're a little over 100 to the actual season, but it's really not that far away. We're getting to the summer where people are enjoying their good weather out and about, but before you know it, it'll be that beautiful fall hoodie sweatshirt weather where Lions are getting out of camp, football is starting, college ball is going. It's going to be tremendous. So, Chops, like, I'm looking at the clock here. We got a little bit more time. Like, we can't do a big time depth chart deep dive, but I'm curious on 2 things from you. Like, we should probably name a few spots where we think we don't mind it, but maybe they could add a few things here or there, or like, oh, I love this position group. But I really want a Chop's hot take on Kerbo. Where you at with him? I've heard some recent reports that he's walking around town, he's looking good, he's in the building, he's talking about being blessed in year 5 or whatever year he's in, and everybody's getting all optimistic. Every day it goes from his career's over to he's back, he's healthy, don't worry. Like, where you at with this? What are you expecting, and how quickly and can we get this guy back on the field so he can get INTs left, right, and center like he does?
Well, I mean, look, after signing that 4-year $86 million deal, I would really love to get Kirby Joseph back out on the field. The curb stomp. This is a guy it's been very, very hard to get real information on, because, one day it's like, oh, this knee looks like it'll never be the same. And then the next time it's like, well, I saw him running routes and he looked pretty crispy. And then other times it's like, oh, but did you see the doctor's report on this? And, it's so polarizing. It's really hard to know what's real, what's not. I will again go back to the fact that we didn't heavily invest in some additional safeties, that they expect Kirby Joseph to be back. And he is just the centerpiece to that secondary because of his ball hawk ability. And, someone asked me the other day, hey, if you had to lose one, would you rather lose BB or would you rather lose Kerbo? And it's a really tough question because they're just so different in what they do. I love both of those players, and we know that we've deemed him my boy,
Brian Branch. Right,
so I really want to get that guy Piz Aid, because I just love his physicality. I love his mentality. He just loves football. Kerbo is more of a float around and make big plays, which you got to have because, in case you didn't remember, the turnover margin on our last team last year was not the greatest. So, man, I really hope Kirby Joseph is fully back. And I think a year of a healthy Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch together out there in the secondary would just be too sweet.
You're not going to have them together, though, and you didn't really give an opinion. Like, is there a chance Kerbo can be good and be back for the opener, or are you totally writing that off? We know my boy Brian Branch is like gone for at least the first. I'll be generous. Most people are having him out past Turkey Day or Christmas. I'm gonna say at least 6 games, but could be sooner because I feel like people have come back sooner. It's modern medicine, all that stuff, but he's not going to be there from day one, which is very disappointing for me, who rocks the jersey and who really repped him, didn't just pick it up after and try to steal him like you do. But can Kerbo be back like day one or even in camp where we're like, wow, everybody like acted like he's going to be lingering and he's out there and he seems fine? I mean,
Are you asking Oakley? Are you asking the Chopster for like a hot take here? Is that what you're asking me? Because
I think you could even hashtag this with a couple different things, maybe depending on your answer.
Well, I mean, look, if you want me to go out on a limb and say, hey, I'm going to tell you that Kirby Joseph is going to be ready for the Week 2 showdown against the Buffalo Bills. Hashtag market. Is that what you're looking for?
Hashtag choppy likey.
I mean, Oakley likey on that one, because, I mean, that would be great. I'm even, like, up in the ante. I feel like this guy, they just kind of take care of him through camp, and he's not having the swelling, he's not having certain things. Like why can't Kerbo be back opening day, playing back there with either Izzian, most likely, or him and Chuck Clark. Chuck Clark is the thumper, him is the center fielder. You know, we got some depth there with some other people as well. So I'm not writing that off based on what I've heard. I'm still discouraged that BB is going to be out for a while. But if we can hold the fort down, he comes back, and then, you know, you hate to say wait till the following year, but I'm definitely trying to take care of Brian Branch, keep him around and get him healthy and let him do what he does, which is run around the field, smack people, and, you know, make impact football plays. Just got to get his head under control. Sometimes he plays a little bit out there. But, Chops, I'm looking at this depth chart to speak of positions that we need to add or that I like. I'm looking at these DBs that we always say can't cover a coffee table. I'm looking at Terrion Arnold, Keith Abney II, Izzian,
Steal of the draft,
DJ Reed, Roger McCreary, Rake Straw. Like, to me, those aren't even like household names, and I didn't even mention Kerbo and BB, but it's like those are all guys that I think have dog mentality, that are either paid or are here on decent deals for the most part. DJ Reed makes a lot of money, but hopefully he could stay healthy and play ball. And it's like when you have guys like Abney, Rake, and McCreary and Rocky Sin back there that are just like good depth pieces, if your top couple guys come together, like that's the best depth and the best talent from a physical perspective that we've had back there. They gotta be able to get after passes this year.
Yeah, I absolutely love our top 10 when it comes to the defensive back. Like, that crew, man, like you said, I don't want to run through the names again, but like Reed, Branch, Kerbo, Terrion, McCreary, Izzian, Abney, Rakusin, and Rakestraw. Then you throw in Avante Maddox and Chuck Clark. Like, I think the depth at those at that spot of the field is the best that we have had in a long time. And I will continue to say hashtag market. Keith Abney II, steal of the draft. I expect huge things out of that kid. I do not. I wouldn't be surprised if he is the starting right corner if Terrion decides he ain't going to be AT the field because he's out or he's whatever. But look out for Keith Abney II, man. I love that kid. I love that pick. You know how I feel about Christian Izzian. And again, Roger McCreary, I think, is just such a sneaky, underrated signing. Like, we loved that kid coming out of the draft. I know that was one of the ones that I really wanted when he came out. Like, I think that kid is going to be good, and he's going to find a spot. So I love our secondary right now as is, even with the concerns with health with BB, Kerbo, and Terrion or whatever, you know, health or whatever's going on with him.
The other last thing, too, for the people to keep an eye on, everybody and their brother has written off, excuse me, Rake Straw.
Yeah.
They have just acted like this guy forgot how to play football. He can't do anything. He never going to be healthy his whole life. I see this guy as a guy that has had 2 bad years now, but was a DAWG in college, was a guy that was a low first, high second round pick that we double dipped on at corner. So if TA comes back and plays the way that he talks, and Rakestraw could find a home either at the nickel, the slot, or just be an outside baller for depth and 3 receiver sets, I think this guy can play. I do. So the last thing, I know we got to wrap it up here, Chops, but I'm looking at our interior D-line. I'm looking at youth, I'm looking at upside, and I'm looking at big bodies. I'm talking about Tyleek, Aline, Levi, Makai Wingo, J2 Fele, the guy we took in the 6th, Gil Howard. I'm talking about some of these big guys that push the pocket, that have either nothing contracts or sweet feet or pass rush or whatever. I feel like we got a bit younger, we got a bit more talented, and we have the talent and depth. Some of these guys just have to come into their own, and they're in their second, third, fourth year, whatever it is. Like, I don't mind that interior. I don't hate it.
I think
I don't.
This is the best. Again, going through these names, I'm happy with the defense right now. Like, I feel like we addressed a lot of those needs because you've got depth at the interior now. Like, if Tylee can be, the value that we added there with, that first round pick, you got Aleem, you got Leve, again, Tafule. Like, I like these guys. And again, sometimes people just overlook Wingo. Like, yeah, he wasn't like a hot pick. Like, I think, what was he, a 7th rounder, or 6th rounder? But like, he's got potential. Like, that's your word, right? And then Skylar Gill Howard, again, don't know a ton about, but if you're looking at some of these potentials that these kids have, man, I'm excited for this D line. I've told you that I think they're going to get to the quarterback. It was a bit of a hot take. You kind of, dogged me a bit because you're like, when have we ever done it? And I'm like, with this cast of crew, with these edges and this interior now being pocket pushers, I think we're going to get to the quarterback a lot.
Well, on the outside, it's a little bit TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I hope they play well. My voice is going out if you can't tell. Chops, can you give the people a little hype session for our O-line, and then we'll give them a little teaser about what's coming up here in the next few weeks? Maybe some certain shows and segments that they can get excited about, and then we'll close it on up. I mean, tell the people why this offensive line is reset, rejuvenated, younger, nasty, all that stuff, and why we're going to push people around and protect your quarterback, Jared Goff.
Oh, Oakrey, we shifted right back to my favorite spot here where it's Blake Miller time, hitting the right tackle. I mean, again, I saw the breakdown of he's got big shoes to fill because, I don't want to know, it's like the best right tackle in the game's shoes who's shifting over to the left, Penne. But now you legitimately have the best left tackle in the league, so that's a huge upgrade from, Decker. Now you got Blake Miller coming in, who's just a dog and fits the mentality. He's ready to start and ready to go. And then again, I just love the interior. We talk about this over and over again with my boy Christian. I picked him on the clock, Mahogany, right out of the draft. You got Cade Mays, you got Tate Rat. And again, don't forget about your boy, boom, by Miles Frazier, another guy that I think I picked on the clock. Like, you got great youth there. I'm not even going to mention Juicy Scrubs because I think he might be a scrub. But anyway, and then I think this is your boy, Colby Sorsdale. But no, those are some depth guys. But I absolutely love the front line,
Hey, I like your new RAV4.
Thanks, yours too.
What does RAV stand for anyway?
To me, it's the Remarkably Advanced Vehicle.
Really? To me, it's the Runway Approved Vehicle for its amazing style.
What about Remarkably Adaptable Vehicle because of its versatile cargo space?
Or Really Admired Vehicle?
Oh, or Really Awesome Vehicle.
It really is the recreational activity vehicle. The stylish 2026 Toyota RAV4 Limited. What's your RAV4?
5, and then we got good bodies in behind, with Larry Borum. People, he might have to start. No, he doesn't. Now he can be a swing tackle like we need him to be. So still waiting to hear what's going to happen with Giovanni Manu. I don't know. Is he going to be around? Is he going to play? What's he going to do? But right now, this O-line is looking stacked.
So just so it's clear, Gio Mano, that's your guy, right?
No.
Just want to make sure we got that on the record. Okay. It's you'd love to see some of these guys come into their own. I mean, we now have time to get into like guys like Sione Baki, or are we ever going to get something from some of these guys that were buried on the Brad Holmes, mysterious, like I don't know what I was doing draft a couple of years ago, but we have younger cats across the board. We have hungry football players. For the most part, I'd still say we have a pretty good contract structure. There's a few issues like a quarterback and paying safeties a lot of money. Aleem's going to have to earn his paycheck, but, do us a favor, restructure. I think we're going to love seeing Penny Sue at left tackle. I think that's going to be fun to watch for a whole lot of reasons. So I'm fired up, Chops. We're seeing it on paper. We're talking a lot about it. We obviously are high to see the rookies and this, that, but it's like, hey, let's put this whole team together. Let's keep them healthy and keep it rolling. So with that being said, Chops, I know you threw it out last week, and I was kind of like, I don't know. Is it too early, or should we do that? I started looking at the calendar. I'm like, okay, it's almost going to be the end of May. By the time June is here, you got mini camps and things going on. And then by the time July hits, it's basically training camp hype season. So I feel like we need to get in things like, I don't know, dollars that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about that time.
I mean, don't you tease me, because that is my favorite segment anytime we get to talk about fun and money and how Brad gets to manipulate the cap. You know I get a little antsy in the pantsy, Oakley.
It's the time we talk about contracts and who should stay, who should go, where are the clauses, where are the out clauses, where are the void years, all that stuff that people take for granted, or do the at Chops and y'all just pay them whatever they want. We're not paying you whatever we want. We're paying you what we want, which is a good contract for a good football player that fits the grit. So we'll get into that. I think we're gonna do a few segments, Chops, to keep the people laughing that they know about. We got some of those out there. We've got more draft content coming here in the next week or two, from probably some unedited or some segments from our live audio that we didn't that we recorded as the draft happened, or like me on day 3 just giving takes, and then you taking those players where you were out running around with the family or coaching hockey or whatever you were doing, hashtag choppy hockey. It's like I'm like saying, man, Keith Abney looks like a good pick here. It comes in my phone. Chops, I select Keith Abney, the Lions, with the whatever select, the 180 something selection, the Lions select Keith Abney. Like, it was just insane. So we'll have to get that out there in some fashion. But Chops, did I miss anything? Do we got other segments? Or I feel like the people need to get hyped up about dollars make sense coming soon, draft content coming soon, maybe things coming, I don't know, in like 1,000+ years from now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Are you talking about things that might happen in the year 3000?
Exactly. I mean, you never know what might happen here in the future.
Oh, you never know, Okri, but I think the people have a lot to get hyped about. It's schedule release. You find out who's coming. You find out when we're going. You find out about road trips. You jump on there. You book your flights. You get your tickets. Somebody told me, I think I saw on the Twitterverse there, tickets in Buffalo already going for like $600+ a ticket for that new stadium. You're going to be able to afford to go, or you're just going to go out to the parking lot and hang out with the Bills Mafia, maybe try to body slam a couple of them, serve up some Kool-Aid, do a little tailgate, a little grilling. It's only a 5-hour road trip up to Buffalo, I'm told, even though I'm not allowed to go there anymore. It's going to be an exciting year. This is going to be a great summer. This is going to be, dare I say it, the biggest offseason in Lions history.
And one last thing, Chops, is that once the schedule drops and once you have your mandatory 2 weeks paid off here on the show, you'll come back and then we'll do the wins and losses show, the way too early W's and L's show with a couple easy dubs in there. That's always a classic.
That is a great one, Ogre, and you're right. You just reminded me. It's time for the way too early schedule prediction. Somehow the Lions always go 16-0 on the DKC.
My dubs start at 10 and they start creeping their way up like that dude on Price is Right that sings the Odelay-hoo. Just keeps going up until they go up over the cliff, which is the Super Bowl this year. You know what it is, Chops. Everybody, that's what we got, and we'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Take care, everybody. We're out.
The price is wrong, Bob.
Pack the bags, start the plane. This game is over. It is over. What a comeback. drink it in.